welcome back to my channel. And for today's video, if you are seeing the title, yes, I did. I purchased a bench from Josh in Maine, and the bench was $300. Okay, and that is with taxes included. Now, what the problem is with this bench, I love the legs that are on the bench, but the bench has I thought I ordered this in black, and that was my mistake because I went back and looked back at the order, and the bench is in a tan color when it did arrive. um I did not feel like sending the bench back, but what I'm going to do is, yes, the bench is supposed to be leather, and let me reach behind me. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to take this throw and see if I can cover the bench. I'm going to try to figure this out for a minute, and then I will be right back. Okay, I am back for step 2. Now, as you can see, I do have the throw on the bench. And you may hear my puppy because I have her in her cage just for a few moments so that way I can do this really quickly, because if I don't, she's going to pull everything down. Now, as you can see from this side right here, this is the back of the throw, and this is how the throw looks on the bench. I'm on my knees, so I hope that you can see this. Now, my only problem is that I need to tuck the throw up under here, and it is screwed in. Now, my only problem is making sure that I have enough overlap to tuck this in. I'm going to take this back off in order to put this under the, like, fold it right up in here, so that way I can put this back on to hold this into place. I do not want to glue this on. I do not want to staple this on. I want to be able to take the throw back off if I want to use it for something else, or to change out the throw on the bench. I don't want to, I just don't want to ruin this beautiful throw. So what I'm going to do is, if you don't have enough room to, and I do have it folded, as I just said, if you don't have enough room to put this under here. Now, I do have a cold, so excuse the way that I'm talking. Now, to stick this up under here, okay, because I'm gonna have to flip it over and take this off. Now, if you don't have enough room in order to, I got something in it. See, that's the only thing about these throws right here, is that that's glitter. Once you get something in it, you know, you have to try to get it off. Now, if I don't have enough room to tuck this under, because I'm not worried about the back of this, because once I have it tucked under in the front, it will stay. Now, what I can do is, to ensure that I have enough room and that I don't have to cut it, what I can do is just pull this over a little bit, so that way I have it's overhanging. I hope I'm explaining that right. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it over, and then I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Be right back. Okay, I'm not sure if you can see this, but I flipped the bench over, and I have it laying on top of the throw. What I did was I pulled more of this in right here down that way, because all I'm looking for is for it to be still and not move. So what I'm going to do is take this off, and then I'm going to put this right here, and then put this back on top. Take this off, bend this over. So when I screw it back down, this will be under here, which will allow it to, all I want to do is keep it from sliding. I'm going to see how it looks with not having that end on down, that end not tucked up under here. But if I wanted to, I can do that. I still may have to do that, but give me a moment and I will be right back. Okay, let me tell you something really quickly. Now for this, because it does have screws right here and it does have these right here, you're gonna need this right here. I don't know which one it was. These are different sizes, and you will need a drill. And this one, let me see. Okay, this one unscrews it, and when you push it back that way, these little tabs right here, it will screw it in. Okay, so when you push it, it unscrews it, and when you push it again, it screws it in. And I will be exactly what I mean. Okay, see, it takes the screws right out. Okay, but you got to remember which screw is which. Okay, and you do have to put enough pressure on it in order to take the screws out. Again, okay, take it back out and take this. I don't have enough pressure on it. That's why it sounds like that. So put enough pressure, and then the screw comes right out. When you hear that noise, that means that you don't have enough pressure to get the screw out. And I will be I am back really quickly. Now, what I realized is I did say that you're going to have to use this right here. You don't have to, because these are what the bars are screwed on to each other like this right here. So you don't have to worry about that, and I thought I did, because I had to put this together and attach this to this and attach this to this, so I did not need to take those out. What I did was I tried to match up the holes as to where I had the holes pre-drilled or drilled, and I did this all the way down according to the number of screws that I had to take out. Now, what I did was, I'm not going to lift this. I had to, push this under the bar, because all I wanted to do is hold it in place, okay? And I'm going to put the screws back in just a moment, and I just tucked it under, like right here. I hope I got it under, because like I said, I did not want to cut this. I just want to hold it in place, and to make sure that everything, that blue stuff came off the screw. I just wanted to make sure that everything is evenly put back on how I took it off, and not have this side up so high that it did not look right. So that's the reason why I only wanted to use a little bit of the throw to put up under here to make sure that everything will still be even. Now let me go ahead and let me see if I can show you right quick with one hand. This is the, I dropped the screw. This is the hole right here that I had the screw in. And all I'm going to do is, and excuse my nails because my skin is dry. And all I'm going to do is make sure that my screwdriver is going, is it clockwise, where it goes around this way, okay? Not this way, because this way takes the screws out. You remember, what is it? Lefty loosey, what is it? Lefty loosey, righty tighty. So I'm going to make sure that this is going to the right, and let me see if I can see, or you can see, that I'm putting it back in the hole. So let me take it back out, because I want to make sure. There we go. Okay. It's right there back in the hole. And all I'm going to do is put pressure on this and just screw it down. Now I'm going to have to stand up for this, because I'm going to have to put my hand, I'm going to have to put my left hand on this so the way I can make sure that I'm screwing it back down tightly. And I will be right back. Oops, I had the phone Cricket. Okay, I have everything put back on, all the screws back in, and I'm lifting it to make sure that, because you always want to check to make sure that your screws are nicely and tight. You want to make sure that they're nice and tight, okay, and that when you pull this up, the bench is coming up. Now let me flip it over to see how it looks. I am back. Now, I have it all flipped over, and as you can see, this is what it's going to look like, because when I am filming, I am going to be sitting on this. Now, the reason why I did what I did was because I wanted to make sure that I do have a puppy. I think she's like 4 months. I wanted to make sure, now I could have just laid this across it, but I wanted to make sure that she could not pull this off, because I was debating on whether or not I wanted to do this. And when I just had laid it across it, she kept pulling it down. So I was trying to figure out a temporary solution to keep her from being able to pull this down. Now, if I have to, the screws that I did use were the screws that came with it. Now, if I need to use longer screws, I can, just a little bit longer. I didn't measure how long these screws were, and I should have done that. So basically, this is what the back looks like. Okay, you see how the back just lifts up like that? That's perfectly fine. Now, I could have just put it up under here like I did the front of it, but I just didn't see a need to. And it looked like somebody scared to pull hair half the day. Look at this. It looked like someone scared it. But all I wanted to do was to make sure that the front of it will stay down. Now, I do know that you're probably thinking, because I pulled the fabric down, the throw down some, I'm hoping that it does not slip out from under here, but I don't think that it will. Well, if it does, that's okay. I just wanted to make sure that I pulled it down enough, just taut enough to where all I want to do is just sit on this, and like I said, keep it from coming out. So you can see it right there. Okay, that is the bar that I used to hold it down. I wanted enough to come down in the front. Now, like I said, I use a drill. This is from IKEA. I also use this right here. I don't know what the name of this is, but what you do is, and this is the screw that I use. This is not a flathead, okay? I can't think of the proper name for this screw right here. So all I did was took it. Let me see if I can do this one-handed. Wait a minute. Okay. Oops, wait a minute. Trying to get it in there. Okay. Okay, so I put that in there, took this in right here. Let me see if I can do it right here. Took this in, stuck it in here, and then I tighten it down. Okay, but I would need 2 hands to do that, to make sure that it was tight. Okay, so you see that? Instead of just, I know a lot of times people just take the screw and just stick it in here. That is not going to work. The screw will keep consistently popping out, so that way it gives you the pressure that you need when you're screwing something in, and it won't just pop out like that. So yeah, that's what I did. So yeah, basically, like I said, you can't do it to a bench like this, okay? That is just impossible to, I think that in order to do it the way that I did, you would have to have this this middle bar going all the way across it. Okay, but I just wanted to show you what I did to fix this. And yes, you can probably still see a little bit of the tan sticking out on the side, like right there, but that is okay. I thought that this throw was age appropriate for me because I know I'm getting older. But you can use anything that you want to. You can use material, you can use velvet, whatever you want to use. But I chose this because it was thick, okay? And it, like I said, when I'm sitting down, I will have enough room to sit right here. And then if I'm doing a haul, I can place my items on the side of me, okay? You can't put pillows up here. Unless you have it up against a wall or up against something. You cannot do that. But I just wanted to show you how I changed or transformed or DIY'd really quickly my $300 bench. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. Again, my name is Diamond76, Home Decor on a Budget. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. And if you're an old subscriber coming back, thank you. And if you want to join me on my Instagram, please join me at Diamond2872. I would love to have you on my Instagram. And always remember to put that diamond touch on anything that you decide to do. Oh, really quickly. Now, if you want to, if you're afraid, because I pulled it down right here in the front, and the part is probably, yeah. Oh no, it's right. Oh, it's down further than what I thought. Okay. If you think that it's going to slip out and you're going to have a flap back here, like back here, what you can do is you can take a needle and thread and just stitch it like right here. Like, where is it? Like right here, you can stitch it to keep it from sliding out if you want to, okay? I am sort of like a seamstress. I did learn how to sew, so I just wanted to let you know that it is something that you can do really quickly if you want to. Okay, let me go ahead and end this video. And like I always say, put that diamond touch on anything that you decide to do. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.